Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how I bleach, do my dark roots, and also tone my hair and my frontal. You guys know that I have a frontal and a closure of my 613. I will only be doing dark roots on my frontal. So if you are interested in how I do all of these things to my 613 hair, please keep watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell notification. This thing popping. See y'all later. Alright, you guys, so these are the products that you will need. The B2w Lightener. I also have a 30 and 40 volume developer along with my shampoo conditioner, my root color, the Ion Brilliance toner, and my dark, like I said, my dark root color.
So right here, I'm just going ahead and start prepping for the bleaching of the knots process. So you can see I'm taking one packet of the B2w powder. I'm just going to open it and dump it in my little mixing bowl. And once I dump that in there, I'm going to mix it with a 40 volume developer. Sorry guys. And you can go by the directions, but I've been doing this long enough that I can just pretty much eyeball it. Only thing is you do not want your mixture to be too runny, because if you are working with dark hair or any other colored hair, you don't want it to run through your lace and get to like the roots of the hair. Since I'm working with 613 hair, it really doesn't matter because it's blonde hair, but I still mix it as I would if I was working with a different color hair. So once I get done mixing it, I will show you guys how thick it's supposed to be. So as you can see, it's thick like some buttercream. It ain't moving nowhere, honey. Nothing, nada. It's not going nowhere. And I'm going to be starting on my lace closure. So I'm just going to start on the closure. And I'm not doing the whole closure because usually when I wear my lace closures, I only tend to wear them in like a middle part. So it's kind of pointless. So I'm just going to bleach my knots in like a T. So I'll be going from the left to the right, across the front, and then just down the middle. And it's not like a thin line. I'm doing like at least like a half an inch to an inch size strip. So yeah, this is just an alternative. Oh, baby, I'm just blocking y'all view. I just noticed that, like, oh, they can't see nothing. But yeah, so as you can see, that's a little part that I'm doing, kind of struggling. And here I go blocking y'all again. Like, what in the world? Y'all can't see nothing. But yeah, so you can see me doing the T-section. If you want, you can do the whole closure. It won't make a big deal. But just, I opted out of doing it and just decided to do the T form. I actually seen someone else do this, so I wanted to see, and see, what's up, really. And with the closure and the frontal, I only used one baggie of the B2w powder.
Got no aluminum foil right now, you guys, so I'm just gonna use this saran wrap. Hey, it's gonna work. It'll be alright. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the closure. The frontal. Sorry, y'all. The frontal. You guys, so now that I'm done, I just grabbed another piece of saran wrap and I'm just gonna place it on top just like I did to the closure, and let that sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, you guys, so I went and got me a bucket and some hot water, and these are my bundles. We're just gonna go ahead and start toning these while the bleach is processing on the closure and the frontal. I have my Blonde Brilliance color care. It's the temporary toner. It's very easy for beginners. It's beginner friendly. I'm just eyeballing it. I did not read the directions to see how much to put in it, so I just eyeballed it. You're gonna put it in there, and of course, mix it up a little bit. You don't have to use hot water. You can use lukewarm water, but I just decided to use hot water. And I'm just gonna go ahead and prep my bundles, taking off the little gold bands, the rubber bands, and things like of that nature. So once I get that out, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it in the water. So I'm just gonna work it into the hair. I did not unravel the bundle all the way. I just took off the rubber band and things, and it stayed in that place. So I'm just dunking it in the water, in and out the water, checking the color as I go, because with this temporary toner, the color changes very quickly, and if you leave it in the water too long, it can turn out very gray, icy-ish, which is very pretty. But if that's not what you're going for, then you would want to keep dunking it in and out and keeping your eye on it. Don't let it stay in there too long. So I'm just gonna keep dunking it in and out. Work my fingers through it, of course. Just keeping my eye on the color to see, what I'm going for and how I want it to look for myself. I'm just gonna keep doing that back and forth, back and forth. I think I did that for a minute or longer, and I'm just gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna repeat the same thing with the rest of the bundles. Alright, you guys, so now we're back. This is the frontal after bleaching the knots. You see they're bleach, you don't really see much, you see through better. And we're just gonna go ahead and repeat the steps that we did with the bundles with the closure now that it's finished. I did add more of the product in there just because I did 4 bundles, and yeah, just make sure it take the same. So yeah, it is safe to stick the whole frontal in there. It's not gonna really do much to the lace. And I just went ahead and took my comb and kind of like combed through it so it wouldn't get so matted up, or like, kind of like just a little bunched up a little bit, and make sure all the product get distributed evenly. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep dunking it. Again, just make sure you're watching the color, because just like the bundles, the frontal change really quick, and if you don't want that grayish color, you need to keep your eye on it. So this is what the closure is looking like after the knots being bleached as well. Remember, it was just in that T shape, and I'm trying to show y'all the difference of the tone and the before, but you can't really see it because my lighting. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing that I've done to the bundles and the frontal. I'm just gonna dunk it in the water again until it reaches my desired color. So now that it's done, you guys, this is what it's looking like without washing it out. You guys probably can't really tell a difference because I didn't get a good before picture, but I'm trying to adjust the lighting so you can see a little bit.
So now that we're back, the frontal and everything is dry and all that, we're just going to take this Got2be Free spray and spray it on the lace. So once we start the process of the dark roots, it won't leak so much through the roots. Just going to spray that. Give it a good amount, you guys. Spray a good amount. Yeah, I balled everything, so I really can't tell you, but that's me just spraying it and trying to get myself together. I took my blow dryer to try to dry it off a little bit, and it wasn't too wet.
So now, you guys, I'm just gonna flip it over. I already got some of the edges parted off already. those are going to get dark roots too, but it's going to be like at the ending of it. And I'm just combing everything back, trying to make sure it's all straight and combed out. I did blow dry it just to get the roots and everything dry. The ends are still a little bit damp. Here I'm just taking it and parting down the middle because I want the middle of it to be, well, my middle part to be a little bit darker than the rest of it. You just want to make sure it's combed out and that you're in a good angle, because this can be a timely process. And yeah, if you're not comfortable, sis, and you in a bad angle, yeah, you're gonna catch some hell, for real, just being honest. But as you can see, I'm just parting it and combing it out.
Alright, so now that I'm ready, I got my Ion Color Brilliance color in the color 7N. It's a medium blonde. That's what I'm going to be using for my roots in a 30 volume developer. You can use a 20 volume, but I didn't have a 20 volume at that time, so I just used my 30. It worked just fine. And here I go eyeballing it again, but you guys, y'all can go by the measurements, but I just eyeballed it. After I mixed it up, I think I did have to put a little bit more color in it, because I had to realize that it's a whole frontal. Like, it's not a closure, it's a whole frontal. I need more color in that, honey. Y'all see me whipping it. And this is where I, figured out, like, yeah, I'm gonna need some more color, honey. I'm gonna need some more color. See? Yeah, I'm gonna need some more color, baby. I don't know what I was thinking.
So now that I'm done mixing, I'm just going to take this little edge brush and I'm going to use that for applying this color, because I didn't really want to use a color brush because I want it to be like more of a natural effect, and I didn't want like a far down dark root. I just wanted like a natural grow out dark root, maybe like an inch, half an inch, not too far out. And yeah, that's all I did. I went throughout the hair with this brush. I parted it, went from side to side, and then I did the edge part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all watch, honey.
it's looking like after I applied it. You know, it's still processing, so it's not done yet. I didn't really get a video of the aftermath, but I will be inserting a picture at the end of the hair because I did make it into a wig. So y'all stay tuned, and again, thank you guys for watching.